Small and medium-sized businesses. They create 80% of the jobs in the European Union. So how do you leverage the power of SMEs to drive Europe's recovery? In an EPP TV debate at the European Parliament, it was at times a meeting of the minds, at times differing views. Here are some highlights.
Of course, the access to finance is the most important problem for SMEs. For example, venture capital. The United States is very popular. In Europe, is not the same. For this, in the next financial perspective, the European Commission proposed within this package, COSME, package in favor of venture capital.
On one end, we are trying to secure a more solid banking sector through the capital adequacy that we will translate in less debt funds for business. Therefore, the risk capital, this is the real question that we need to address. Risk capital and venture capital is a part of it.
Unfortunately, only 13% of our companies is working abroad, European Union. For this, it's important to work all together. European Commission want to back the clusters. Class is university, big companies and small and medium-sized companies, all together for more competitiveness and also for a good access to finance, also European funds.
It's our task to create a mindset that shows how important it is to give people the chance to export and import, and through the new facilities, through internet, you can put your products and services worldwide from a little spot at home to the global world. You can pay via Visa. You have all this delivery service. Okay. So the world really got very small. Okay. And we have to take care that this chance could be a success story.
We need a breakthrough on entrepreneurship culture. In Europe, we are risk adverse. We do not want to take risk because we have a nice life, a nice social security, a nice pension funds. We live very well. Therefore, we need a breakthrough that does not mean to live in a different way, but to adapt the instruments we have. Entrepreneurship is the key.
One of the most important points is trade facilitation. SMEs need a clear set of rules. What do they have to do to import or export? Right. That should be transparent and that should be possible to learn how to do in different countries. And WTO would be a multilateral agreement. Okay. So all over the world, harmonization for this activity would be a wonderful step forward.
Key point is level playing field. It's important to play the same game with the same player, 11 against 11 in Europe and 11 against 11 also in Beijing.
You're putting the burden on the other countries as well.
Yeah,
you want a two-way street.
It's important to have the same rules. There are a lot of barriers in many countries. Okay. It's important good trade policy, no naive trade policy.
Okay. Unfortunately, so far in the embassies, specifically the European embassies, there were not people assigned to those embassies that were able to understand business.
In Beijing, we have a big point for a big help desk for small and medium-sized companies. Okay. It's working also with the Chinese government. So they pave the way for new business for companies.
We have to look for market research, where are popping up new demands around the world, and how can we bring together a supply chain, a value chain between the SMEs and the larger ones. So I think the answer is pretty simple. The cooperation between big international leaders, medium-sized companies, or small one or self-employed people is very important, and that's what we can create within Europe.
Research is a key point also for small and medium-sized companies, because without research and without innovation it's impossible to compete in the world.
Small and medium-sized enterprises, in many ways an untapped source of growth and what European policymakers and business leaders aim to facilitate. Europe's prosperity depends on it, which is why the EPP Group has made SMEs a priority issue.